Sometimes 4Life distributors treat us like we are rock stars or celebrities. But we are just ordinary people. But together, we are doing extraordinary things.
When Bianca and I think about what's happened so far in our journey with 4Life, we are filled with deep gratitude for all the people who have worked so hard to make the 4Life dream a reality.
That's so true. When David first told me about the research he'd uncovered about transfer factors, I thought they sounded fascinating. Transfer factors aren't vitamins, minerals, or herbs. They really were unlike anything we'd ever heard of. Transfer factors sounded amazing, but I wasn't completely sold.
When I told Bianca that I wanted to start a company to bring transfer factors to the market, she wasn't all that excited.
He's right, I admit it. I knew the kind of work and effort, sacrifice, and total commitment starting a new company would require. And frankly, I wasn't sure I was up to it. It wasn't until I had the chance to try transfer factors for myself and experience their benefits that I knew we had something very special. I knew we had to do this. I realized then that everything we'd done professionally up to that point in our life wasn't the end, but it had just prepared us to launch 4Life.
I remember very well the day that we signed the papers to mortgage our home so that we would have enough money to start 4Life. I remember asking Bianca, "Are you ready to do this?" You remember that day?
I remember that moment exactly. And it was this house we were mortgaging, which I think we've told our children to never do. But we remember that we felt it was worth the risk. I felt excitement at what lay ahead and also a great desire to share what we had with everyone we knew. And that excitement really overpowered the fear that I felt.
And that's exactly what we did. We started holding meetings in our own home, this very home. We were telling people one at a time about what we were doing and inviting them to join us, just like what 4Life distributors do on a daily basis. Now, some meetings went better than others, but we just kept at it.
That's true. I remember some nights only having a handful of people. And like many 4Life distributors, there were moments we wondered if we were going to make it. But you know, it's times like these that you have to have, because it's then and only then that you realize how much do you really believe in what you're doing. And it's that belief that keeps you going.
I remember one time in particular, we held a meeting with our small staff reviewing the progress of the company in the very early days. We weren't growing as quickly as we had hoped, and we'd even thought about quitting. I'll never forget what Bianca did in that meeting. She stood up with great conviction and said, "We are not giving up. What we have to share is too important." She also said, "If I have to sell transfer factor on the street corner, we will be successful."
Well, luckily, we didn't have to sell our products on the street corner, and 4Life continued to grow. But I remember that moment. I think I needed that moment to determine for myself how much I believed in what we're doing. I'm grateful that we established 4Life with this solid foundation. I remember someone saying that, well, you need to hire or pay a distributor to come with 4Life. And we made a decision that we didn't want to do that. We wanted to attract people who shared in the same vision we had for 4Life. And because of that decision, we now have an extraordinary family of distributors who truly believe in the company's mission of together building people through science, success, and service.
One of the foundational pillars of 4Life is our commitment to always lead the way in science. We promise you that our products will always be based on the most cutting-edge research available. And our ongoing research and innovation with 4Life transfer factor science is evidence of that commitment.
You know, we even put science, success, and service. We had it carved in stone outside of the front office to remind us of this commitment, to never forget that. And success is that second foundational pillar at 4Life. With great products comes the opportunity for great success as you share them with others. We wanted our opportunity for rewards with success to be as extraordinary and unique as our product transfer factor is.
And you know, that's exactly what we have. The third pillar of For Life, and probably the most important, is service. Our commitment to service is twofold. We pledge to give our distributors the best service possible in helping them to be successful. And we pledge to join hands with our distributors all over the world to engage in service for people in need.
With service, I think the miracle of For Life truly becomes evident. I'm convinced that no company has more giving distributors than For Life does. The generosity of For Life distributors continues to amaze me. It's such an honor to be involved with Foundation for Life efforts, the For Life Fortify program, and the many humanitarian projects that are led by our amazing distributors throughout the world.
And nothing is more rewarding than seeing our distributors engage in helping others succeed and live their dreams. This brings Bianca and me great joy.
Oh, absolutely. You know, David, I really see our role as the caretaker of people's dreams. Our distributors trust us with their deepest hopes and aspirations. This really is a sacred partnership that we want them to know we don't take lightly.
And when we hear about even just one person's success story, the dreams one person has achieved because of For Life, that makes it all worth it.
Oh, it really does. You know, David, earlier I mentioned that when you first asked me about starting For Life, I wasn't too excited. I think I was afraid to fail, afraid that maybe I didn't have what it would take to do this.
You know, maybe some of our distributors feel that way as well. Maybe even they feel nervous about taking that first step forward with For Life. I think sometimes we wish we could see the outcome of a decision beforehand so we would know whether to go forward or not. I know I felt that way before.
Absolutely. You know, when you first approached me about starting For Life, I wish back then, I could have seen what happened in the future. I wish I could have seen where we are now, the subsequent research that continually is emerging about the power of transfer factors. If I had seen that then, I would not have been afraid to go forward. If I could have seen back then the thousands of people whose lives have been changed through the For Life opportunity, I would not have been afraid. And if I could have seen back then the faces of the children whose lives are happier and brighter today because of For Life service efforts, I would not have been afraid. You know, sometimes I like to ask people, what is in your future that you cannot yet see? Who's out there waiting for you to help them make their dreams come true? I tell them, don't let doubt and fear keep you from realizing that future. There's just too much at stake.
Oh, that's absolutely right. At For Life events, you know, people often thank us and say they wouldn't be where they are today without us. But frankly, the truth is, we wouldn't be where we are without them. That's the beauty of network marketing. We cannot succeed unless they succeed. It's a great partnership we are in, together building people.
For Life.
Why For Life? Let me tell you why. For Life offers you the tools and opportunity to pursue your dreams and goals without being hindered by the roadblocks that may have previously impeded you from achieving your potential. Through exclusive, innovative products, For Life offers a way to support your health while pursuing your dreams. In 1997, For Life founder and CEO David Lisenby was interested in finding an alternative way to support his health and the health of his family. After much research, he came across something called transfer factors. For Life Transfer Factor is extracted from cow colostrums and chicken egg yolk and helps support your wellness. By empowering individuals with a quality product and one of the most competitive compensation plans in the direct selling industry, up to 64% of LifePoint payout on all commissionable sales, the lives of people in more than 50 countries have been transformed. For Life distributors can be eligible to earn up to 4 payments per month, which include 25% of the first order of all personally enrolled distributors and a share of 2% of the entire volume for the company during that month. For Life offers another amazing incentive to For Life distributors called the Great Escape. This is a luxury vacation for distributors and their families. These vacations provide first-hand training for business builders, invaluable networking opportunities, and lots of fun. When it comes to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, it is time to think more broadly. We want you not just to maintain your physical health and financial health, but an overall well-being for yourself and your families. 4Life offers you a unique and quality product that can provide you with the tools necessary to support your bank account and give you focused health support, while setting you up to live the lifestyle you deserve. With the 4Life opportunity, you come to recognize a simple and invaluable fact. It is through giving that you receive. Your success in this opportunity is not measured by how much you are able to achieve, but by the lives that you are able to impact and influence. For over 15 years of continued growth, hundreds of thousands of distributors from all over the world have already experienced the benefits of 4Life Transfer Factor and the 4Life opportunity. Now that you know why 4Life is unlike any other company, what will you do with the opportunity before you?
In the 1990s, 4Life founders David and Bianca Lisenby made a decision to bring the product 4Life Transfer Factor to the world.
As 4Life has grown, so has our opportunity to reach out and touch the lives of others. Today, 4Life products enhance the health of individuals and families in more than 50 countries. Now we'd like to show you how we make 4Life Transfer Factor so we can take it to the world.
4Life Transfer Factor products support your wellness. The ingredients come from cows and chicken eggs. Just like all mammals share crucial wellness information with their young in early feedings, 4Life Transfer Factor products provide you with the same quality and essential support for your wellness.
4Life partners with dairy farms all over the United States. The majority of these dairy farms are family-owned businesses that have been handed down from generation to generation.
4Life only uses Grade A certified dairies. All dairy farmers associated with 4Life are in compliance with the Pasteurized Milk Ordinance guidelines by the Food and Drug Administration of the United States, which addresses sanitation, husbandry, and other quality controls. Dr. Richard Bennett, a member of the 4Life Health Sciences Advisory Board, regularly visits the dairy farms.
The cows on 4Life's partner dairy farms live in a low-stress environment that includes a regular milking schedule, computer-monitored nourishment, and food that's tested for quality and quantity. Creating a low-stress environment leads to greater production and higher quality. The cows have not been treated with any growth hormones.
After a mother cow gives birth, the baby receives the critical first feeding. The cows are milked at the dairy, and the milk is collected into a sanitized container. The milk is quickly frozen for storage and then sent for processing. Freezing the ingredients ensures freshness. The containers are then transported in refrigerated trucks to the processing facility. All containers are sanitized before and after the process to ensure safety and preserve product integrity. Each container is marked with a lot code that can be traced back to each farm. From the freezer, the contents of each container are transferred to a stainless steel tank, where it's thawed, mixed, and tested again for quality. When the ingredients reach a proprietary temperature, the batch is filtered to remove any impurities. Now it's ready to be flash pasteurized in a closed system to help prevent any contamination from external sources.
Each lot of 4Life Transfer Factor is tested throughout the process to ensure that the quality meets our stringent requirements.
Our partner facilities adhere to high standards for cleanliness and sanitation. All employees are trained to follow rigorous quality controls.
4Life follows current Good Manufacturing Practices, or CGMPs, which are enforced by the Food and Drug Administration. Our partner facilities are independently certified and highly credentialed, so that we can bring you the highest quality product available.
Good manufacturing practices provide a set of principles that must be strictly observed during the manufacturing process. 4Life's compliance with these federally mandated guidelines means that we continually validate our process to ensure a high-quality product for you.
Next, the ingredients are filtered using a proprietary process that is completely unique to 4Life. This step produces 4Life Transfer Factor's primary ingredient. The next step is to remove the liquid from the batch using a low heat, low pressure indirect steam drying process. This process preserves maximum bioactivity. The filtration and removal of liquid condenses the ingredient to result in 4Life Transfer Factor's primary component in the Trifactor formula. The Trifactor formula also contains an ingredient from chicken eggs. Now, let's take a look at 4Life's egg process. The poultry industry operates under the regulations and standards of the United States Department of Agriculture. Hormones are not fed to poultry in the United States, and federal law requires that all egg products be pasteurized. Eggs are carefully cleaned and sanitized, with quality control checks being made throughout the process. High-speed machines automatically break and separate shells, yolks, and whites. Eggs are pasteurized, mixed, and refrigerated. This prepares the eggs for inclusion in 4Life products.
As you've seen throughout this video, we test for quality in every step of the process. We ensure that each batch of product meets the highest quality standards. Our testing guarantees the potency and purity of our products. This protects both your health and your business.
Once the ingredients have gone through the filtering and drying process, they are ready to be shipped to 4Life's manufacturing facility.
The formula for every batch of 4Life Transfer Factor is controlled through a master manufacturing record. The master manufacturing record is like a recipe that allows us to make a consistent and high-quality product in every batch and assures you that the product you sell will always meet the same precise standards your customers deserve.